Right everyone, it's just another episode of Rainey Talk. So today we're going to be looking at Blyth Spartans, but before we get on to that, we did a video a few days ago looking at Darlington and South Shields with the managers both leaving them clubs. And did we expect to see another 3 managers go? It's been absolutely crazy. What a turnaround it's going to be over the next kind of week or so of managers coming in as well. We normally do so well in the North East in these type of leagues, and it's really surprising and really strange to see so many managers leave in a short space of time. It'll be really interesting to see who comes into the clubs as well. But back to Blyth Spartans, and stated on the 28th of December, not long after Christmas, obviously Fenton has been relieved of his managerial duties and placed on garden leave. Quite a strange one, I think, in social media, and myself personally as well. I was quite shocked at this decision. You go back to the summer, and obviously when he did take over, they were in a kind of a bad place at the time. Not many really good players, not kind of getting the squad, but not as many good players to hit that level, to play that level. And he kind of got a few players in, changed a few things, and it worked, kept them in the league, which was very important, number one. But then coming to the summer again, there's a couple of players left, and I know we had a show before the season started with a couple of Blyth Spartan fans coming on, and they were really worried how the season was going to go, and a lot of people tipped these to be favourites to go down. But a cracking start of the season. I know things did kind of turn a little bit, and the results just weren't coming Blyth's way, and all that obviously meant them slipping down the table. But again, you go back to the start of the season, a lot of fans expect them to be there, and it just shows you after the last couple of games, obviously with the wins that they've had, of how close and how little run that you can go on and get back to that mid-table and push on towards the playoffs, which they are doing again now under Shaw. But yeah, I was very shocked at the decision, and I think a lot of fans were. And I mean, after that, John Shaw was put in as interim manager. During that time, obviously beating Shields 3-1 on Boxing Day, which was a massive result, not just in the league, but for Blyth Spartans as well. And then obviously confirmed permanent gaffer on the 29th of December. And on that day as well, obviously beating South Shields 2-1 yesterday. Another win against Shields. Like you see, a team really tipped to go up or to be around the top half or in that top playoff spots come the end of the season. I mean, what a cracking start. I mean, I know he can only class the first game as yesterday as his first game, but obviously he took part in that first South Shields game, helping out as well. So 2 great wins for John Shaw, and I think that's going to give him a lot of confidence. I know he's very proud of getting the Blyth Spartan jobs and taking the job over. So I think he'll be working really hard on that pitch with that group of players now to push the squad forward. But yeah, and again, like you said, them 2 wins are massive. Sitting 12th now, 4 points off the playoffs. It just shows you how quickly a season can turn around. I think that's exactly what's going to happen under John Shaw. And I think it's quite clever, the club. They could have went out and got someone else, brought new ideas in, which would have been a change around the playing squad. But to stick with John Shaw, he knows the players, he knows how they work. He can then bring in 2 or 3 players over the next few weeks, without imagine a couple of players possibly leaving. But it's his players that he's already kind of seen over the last kind of 5 months. He'll know what they'll go through. And I think the players will be quite happy with a person that they know as well staying there. It's always hard for a new manager coming in, new ideas, are they going to be in the plans? And I just think this is kind of the right move for Blyth Spartans. Really interesting to see what happens with the club over the next few weeks. But what's your thoughts on the Blyth situation? Fenton leaving, what could be his next steps? Get your comments in below, and if you haven't already, please help the channel grow and hit that subscribe button as well.